This time on Cheat, we're going back to our roots and playing the classics that started the gaming revolution. We'll take a new school look at old school games like Zelda, Metroid, Super Mario, and more. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. I'm Kristen Holt, and today we're revisiting some classic cartridge games for the NES system. If you played these fun-filled titles, you'll get a kick out of seeing them in a new light, and if you've never experienced them, you'll find out what you've been missing. Believe me, even with their clunky 8-bit graphics and simplistic soundtrack, these games were totally rad. They focused on fun rather than rendered cutscenes and hyper-realistic gore. These were also some of the first games to incorporate cheat codes, so they're pretty near and dear to our hearts. So let's begin our journey by warping back in time with Super Mario Brothers.
Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Man, that brings back memories. Before 3D graphics, before online capability, our favorite plumber dominated the 8-bit generation with simple yet satisfying gameplay. In the Mushroom Kingdom, warp pipes are the main mode of transportation for our mushroom-eating plumber. But if you're a guy that always sees the glass half empty, go to World 1-2 and break the bricks near the exit, but leave the one to the right alone. Then, if you went to the edge of the pipe and jumped backwards, Mario would do his best David Blaine impersonation. Enter the first pipe on the left, and you'll find yourself in the negative world. Like an episode of The Twilight Zone, you'll be stuck doing the dog paddle over and over until you run out of lives. Another great way to get around the Mushroom Kingdom is doing the Mario Slide. Whenever Mario has flower power, hold down the B button and jump when you come out of a pipe or start a new level. It only lasted for a few seconds, but it was worth it to see Mario shaking what his Mamma Mia gave him. And speaking of flower power, go to any boss level as Big Mario and stand next to the axe. Wait for the fake Bowser to come as close as possible, then time your jump so you hit both axe and Bowser simultaneously. Done correctly, Mario will flash but remain supersized. After that, every time you eat a mushroom, you'll turn small instead of big. Oh, and you'll also be able to shoot fireballs as small Mario. Sadly, as they say, you can't take it with you, and the effects of the glitch wears off if you die.
See that? So simple yet so satisfying. Okay, enough of my yapping. Let's get back to the princess saving. Our next blast from the past takes you to the land of Hyrule, where we'll expose some useful secrets.
Many dangers await our young hero Link in the land of Hyrule. Luckily, he has the cheat team acting as his loyal Sherpa. Up yours, Ganon! To quickly up your stats, go to the woods area and target the blue moblins and Octoroks to make them drop bombs. Then fly south to the shoreline and blow the doors off this wall. You'll find your first heart container. By now, you should be feeling pretty peppy, so trek towards the upper right corner of Hyrule, keeping an eye out for those pesky peahats. Walk through this hidden wall and you'll find the first 100 gem location. Now splurge your newfound wealth on a blue candle and a magical shield. Go east to this screen and burn the 5th bush from the right to reveal another heart container. Now head northeast to this huge rock. It's the only one in the land, so you can't miss it. Bomb the furthest square to the right, and you'll get the 3rd heart container. You only needed 5, but be greedy and take all 6. Then head for the waterfall area. Go up the trail, and you'll find the white sword waiting for its master. Now loop back to the forest area and burn this bush. No, it won't speak to you, but this Hyrule inhabitant will gladly give up his hard-earned treasure. Go east and you'll find this obscure merchant by the lake containing the first dungeon. By now, you should have enough rubies to enable you to purchase the blue ring. This nifty bauble will cut the amount of damage you sustain by half.
Oh, Zelda, we never stopped loving you. Remember to check out our website at g4tv.com/cheat for a strategy recap. After the break, we'll check in on some more old flames, Mega Man and Metroid. Get your thumbs ready.
Unleash your inner rock star. Guitar Hero 2, rated T for Teen.
Welcome back to Cheat. Today we're gazing back fondly at some of the great games that started the NES movement. One game we here at Cheat Central have always carried a torch for is the deep space classic Metroid. This is the game that introduced us all to Samus and the Mother Brain.
If you've been playing games as long as we have, your heart will definitely start beating a little faster when you gaze on the familiar graphics of Metroid. In this classic, you're dispatched by the Federation to eradicate some Metroid parasites controlled by a Mother Brain. But even before you start punching parasites, you have to destroy 2 mini-bosses beneath the planet's surface. The first is Kraid. Now, Kraid may look like a cuddly hedgehog, but don't let that distract you. There's no real cheat needed for this battle. Just get close enough to maximize missile damage. Land a few good blows, and Kraid will kiss the canvas, earning you a cool 75 bonus missiles. Now, on to your second tune-up fight, Ridley. This hyper mini-boss hops around and shoots fireballs. The easiest way to defeat him is to jump into the lava and target him with your wave gun from below. Provided you saved enough energy in your tanks, you should earn another 75 missiles. The prize you've been keeping your eye on is the Mother Brain. Be careful, this hostile homemaker has set up gun turrets all over the place. Also, watch out for the lava pit as you attack. The most successful strategy we developed was to freeze as many floating energy circles as possible, then target the big brain. After a few rounds of freeze tag, you'll be able to take down Mama Mine. After that, it's a race against the clock to escape before the "I just killed the big boss and triggered the self-destruct mechanism goes off. Interestingly enough, depending on how long you take to finish the game, you'll get one of 5 endings. Our favorite, of course, is Samus in a bikini.
One of the biggest gaming twists ever was that Samus Aran was actually a girl, which just goes to prove that chicks can kick ass too. There I go, just getting all nostalgic again. Don't mind me. Here, take a look at some strategies for Mega Man. Can I get a Kleenex?
Mega Man was the great-grandpappy of all those games that had you fighting the evil robots of Dr. Wily. You know, the sequels where you were an instrument of good and Dr. Light entrusted you to bring his assistant to justice. Yeah, I thought you'd remember. The first stage is pretty straightforward. Dodge this, smash that, you know the drill. Then, when you get to the mini-boss room, make sure you turn on Electric Man's special powers before you enter. The Guardian on this level moves back and forth in sections. Try not to get hit. When he pulls himself together, aim for his big eye and hit the fire button. After that, hit the select button repeatedly to pause and unpause the game. You'll be able to sneak in a lot of attacks before he can hit you again. In Stage 2, you'll have to reacquaint with some of Dr. Wily's rogue robots. First, Cutman. Once you know his pattern, which we're about to show you, you'll take him down with no problem. Once he's sliced and diced, use Cutman's blades to black out Electric Man's powers. The next mini-boss turns out to be a clone of you. Handsome fellow, don't you think? The doppelganger not only steals your good looks, but also your powers, so he can be tough to tackle, unless you know his weakness. Switch to Fireman's abilities, and the protective aura will neutralize most of your twin's tricks. Then finish them off. The mini-boss for Stage 3 is a tad tougher. Use Gutman's powers to pick up these blocks, then wait for it to appear. After expending all 4 blocks, switch to your regular powers and drain the rest of his energy. Almost done. The final obstacles standing between you and Dr. Wily are guarded by 4 more robots. In Bomberman's chamber, use Fireman's powers to burn out your opponent. Then, cool off your next foe with an Iceman's Frosty Freeze. Jolt the next Robo-Bully with the shock of a lifetime. And finally, use Bombman's powers to blow the last guy away. Stand under Dr. Wily's ship and use Fireman's powers. The protective shield will destroy his outer shell. Next, switch to Cutman's power and aim for the red gem. The blades will arc downwards, giving you some extra punch. Continue with this strategy, and Dr. Wily will eventually acknowledge your gaming greatness.
Oh, that's better. After the break, we're gonna hit the reset button and activate the great granddaddy of all cheat codes. Stick around. This is the one that started it all.
I'm Layla Kaylee, and this is The Feed. Microsoft tops today's gaming news, announcing the May 8th launch of Windows Live. The new Vista service will allow PC gamers to maintain gamer scores, chat and list friends the way Xbox Live users do. Standard accounts will be free, with premium memberships going for $50. Elsewhere in the gaming world, a new Nielsen study reveals that more than 1/3 of adults who go online also own a game system. 71% of those people are married and most have children. And finally, director Bryan Singer is reuniting with his Usual Suspects crew. Singer will reportedly backburner his Superman Returns sequel to team with screenwriter Chris McQuarrie on a World War II thriller for United Artists. Can't wait. Well, that's all for now. Visit us on the web at g4tv.com/thefeed. It's the only news you need to know. I'm Layla Kaylee, and you've just been fed.
Welcome back to Cheat. I'm Kristen Holt, your hostess for the oldness, and today I'm blasting you from the past. Zanac was a classic top-down space shooter. As young cheaters, our research team took great pride in discovering the game's cheat codes and Easter egg.
Most developers, when building cheat codes into their games, require you to enter them either in the main menu or during gameplay. Zanac was always a little different. Your basic late 80s scroller, Zanac from Pony Canyon, treated cheat codes in a unique way we always found appealing. They thought outside the box, literally. To access most of the levels, press the reset button 13 times. That's what I said, 13 times. Hit start for the player's menu, then use the D-pad to select any level you want other than 11 or 12. You'll just have to reach those lofty heights the old-fashioned way. As an added bonus, hold down the A and B button on the main menu before hitting start. If done correctly, you'll be able to play with a different type of ship other than the one you're given.
Okay, next we'll look at the history and development of the classic Konami code. While the code is most closely associated with Contra, a lot of other games got in on the act. Check it out!
Contra on the NES was one of the first to feature cheat codes, and as such is responsible for the cushy lifestyles we at Cheat enjoy today. Entering them at the main menu scored you 30 bonus lives to turn back the alien invasion. First introduced in Gradius in 1986, the good folks at Konami have always respected the mantra, "Keep it simple, stupid," and the understated up, down, left, right combination has been a staple for years. From unlocking levels in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: The Manhattan Project, to the NES game Life Force and Contra Shattered Soldiers for the PS2, where you can use the classic code to unlock 30 extra lives. The popular popularity of this code even had Eva from Metal Gear Solid 3's Snake Eater taking a walk down memory lane.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, I don't remember the rest.
Oh, come on, Eva. It's not that tough. Good thing she has other assets and abilities.
When this mission's over, you'll have to treat me to a nice dinner.
And that's not the only time Konami's gotten a little dirty. In Silent Hill 3, Heather's trapped in a living nightmare where demonic creatures and one unsavory sleuth are trying to track her down.
A detective? Really?
And if you can't get enough of that funky stuff, after completing the game, go to the main menu, select Extra New Game, and enter this code. On the next screen, select a difficulty level and you'll hear Heather confirm the code. Oh, I think she likes it. Now Detective Cartland will spend the rest of the game half naked in his dirty drawers.
Are you still following me? Do I have to scream?
For more games with the Konami code, go to our website at g4tv.com/cheat. After the break, we'll dive deeper into The Legend of Zelda and then go 3 rounds with Iron Mike.
Attention all gamers, X-Play is now interactive and in prime time. Join Adam and Morgan for game reviews, live on-screen chat, and video viewer mail. Weeknights at 8, only on G4.
Hey, have you ever wondered what a Mike Tyson game would be like today? Ooh, scary. Back in the day, Tyson's mug was all over everything, including the classic Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Let's take a look back at the champ's glory days.
In 1987, the boxing world was shaken up by a plucky, pint-sized prize fighter, Little Mac, who took the sweet science by storm. Small of stature, but big of heart, Mac became a fan favorite and made a bid for the championship. Standing in his way, Iron Mike Tyson. As they played the immortal NES game Punch-Out, gamers wondered, who has the eye of the tiger? Most tilts with Tyson were over faster than the champ's current comeback attempts. With his quick jabs and uppercuts, the Tyson character KO'd opponents before you could say Marvis Frazier. If you're reliving your glory days and want to take out Tyson, get ready to dodge everything he throws for the first 90 seconds. If any blows connect, then it's nighty-night for Little Mac. The best strategy is to bring Tyson's energy down as far as you can without knocking him out. This way, you set him up for a quick KO in the next round. If you need some help bobbing and weaving, Tyson does 3 things that telegraphs his punches. When he winks, he's about to jab. This is the easiest punch to anticipate, and with practice, you'll avoid it with no problem. When he blinks, if you've got quick thumbs, you can get in a cheap KO. But if you're slow on the trigger, get ready to hit the mat. Tyson's final move is harder to predict because it doesn't involve his eyes. Instead, he'll shuffle his feet quickly just before throwing an uppercut. Just be sure to keep those peepers open, and you'll come out as the new heavyweight champion of the world.
See, Little Mac didn't even have to bite anyone's ear off to be the champ. I bet there are a lot of you out there in Gamerland who never managed to find Ganon at the end of Zelda. Well, they say revenge is a dish best eaten cold, so here's the cheat team's secret recipe.
So, you made it past Gleeok and you're pretty pleased with yourself, huh? Unfortunately, you're gonna have to face Ganon if you want to see Zelda again. Here's the best way to get powered up and ready for the showdown. From the start, go up until you meet a bunch of like-likes. Ignore them and open a passage to the left with your bombs. On the other side, you'll find more like-likes, but you can just waste them and head to the right. Ignore the Wizrobes. Head over one more room, then go south. Place a bomb to the right and kill the Petra in that room. He'll have the map to the dungeon. Make another hole to the north and go up 2 levels. Here, you'll have to kill all the Wizrobes so you can move the block standing between you and the treasure. Inside, you'll find the red ring, which reduces any damage you incur by 25%. Go back to the room where you first saw the Petra and open the door. Inside, you'll find a friendly face to help you on your quest. Follow instructions, make yourself a door to the left, and dispatch the Wizrobes in this room as well. When you exit the tunnel, head west and kill the Petra that's in your way. This tunnel will lead you into a room with more Wizrobes, but you don't have to take the slot on just yet. Instead, use a bomb to create a door to the north. Inside, you'll find a whole new crop of Wizrobes, which, yes, you do have to deal with. This room will eventually lead you to the weapon that will kill Ganon, the Silver Arrow. Backtrack to the Petra you first killed in this area, and then go up. The door in this room will only open if you kill all the like-likes, so make sure they're pushing up daisies. From here, follow the path and blow away any additional Wizrobes trying to keep you from your destiny. Make a hole to the left and kill everything in the room. Then enter the portal. Yeah, I know. Not another Petra. Kill it quickly and hurry along to meet your arch nemesis. Make sure you replenish your hearts and switch to your Silver Arrow before you go in. When you enter, Ganon will disappear like the coward he is, and you'll have to strike him with your sword. Watch where his energy balls come from and aim for that location. Hit him 3 times and use the Silver Arrow to bring down the Dark Lord.
Well, that's that, kids. Let's set our time machines for good old 2005 and get back to our real lives. I hope you enjoyed turning back the clock with me. And if you've got a classic game you're still struggling with, let us know and we'll try to help you out. You can post all your comments and suggestions on our message boards at g4tv.com/cheat or email them to us at cheat@g4tv.com. You can also find a full recap of today's tips and tricks on our website. So until next time, I'm Kristen Holt, and I'm a cheater. All right, now can I get out of this ridiculous outfit? This is seriously, like, my feet hurt, the skirt's way too tight. Oh well, rock on.